Okay, recorded. Log the base of 2 plus log with the base of 2 x plus 2.5. Okay, so what is the end goal for us when we have a logarithmic equation? I mean, except for finding the x. How can
we need to, I don't know, is this something with t or?
No, what let me just.
Oh, what's like the, what do we want to find?
Yeah, what do we want to achieve?
I don't know.
We want to get to the, we want to get, I can't find the word in English. We want to get to the state where we have log with some basis, let's say a, of something equals log with the same base, so a has to be equal to a, of something else. Once we have that, we can say that the things inside of the logritem are equal to each other.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what we want to make. We want to have on one side log with some base equals to log with the same base. Now here, all of the logs have the same base of 2, which is good. But we have here, we have a 2 in front of the log, which is not good because we want to have a log by itself. And then we have 2 logs, not 1, which is not good because we want to have 1 log. So let's start with the left side. How can we get rid of this annoying 2?
Divide it.
So if you divide it, it will be again here, right? But if you remember, we talked about it last time. There is one rule that needs to be applied here. It needs to be applied here.
Wow, we really talked about it last time?
I think so, yeah.
Oh God,
so
I don't know.
If you have a number, so let's say the number is again a, and you have log with something, you can take this a and put it as a chezka, as a chezka of the sublime.
Oh, so
this
it'll be log.
Yeah. It will be log.
It'll be log 2 times x plus 1.
It's not times. It's not times. It is really, really important. There is no times here. This is log of this one, and I don't care about the word itself, but there is no multiplication here. This is log of whatever goes on within the sublime.
So it's not kefel.
No, it's not kefel. Log is like it's another פעולה חשבונית.
Voila.
Like, let me explain something. When you have x, so when you have 3 plus 4, it's not plus times 4, right? It's just plus 4.
Right.
So this is the same with log. Log it's an operation. It's a פעולה חשבונית.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. But you're right, so you can just put the 2 here.
Okay.
Okay. Now on the right side we have 2 logs. What we can do with that, and take a look at the rules.
In what?
The rules of log. We have a rule of what to do when we have log plus log.
Log 2. What, in the purple rules?
We did it last time, and also I think you have it in the Nuschot. If you want, I can show it to you, but I think it would be good that you know where to find it yourself.
So where should I find it?
I think it's in the in the formula notebook that we had from last lesson, or in the daf nuschaot. Let me see if it's there or not.
A lot of my stuff that I did last time is not with me.
Okay, it's also not here. So let me just show you. Again, I will write the rules in green, so it will be easier. So if you have log of a plus log b, it equals log a times b.
Okay. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Log b log a times b. Okay, so my question is though, we have log 2 and then a bigger 2, right? Next to a log with just a little 2.
Can you explain it again?
So you're talking about on the right side of the equal sign.
Yeah.
We have log 2 with another 2 there. So they're not the same.
No. This is the base of the log. That's how we call it. Here's the base.
So what's that 2 that's next to it on the right?
So log is an operation.
Right.
So we apply the log on the 2. But you apply different, I mean, it can be applied differently according to the bases. So here we apply log with the base of 2 on the number 2. Here we apply log with the base of 2 on x plus 2.5.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, now I see it, yeah. So, right, so then this rule of log A plus log B, so then we'll do log 2 times 2.
I didn't understand. Take a look again. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Here I didn't write the bases. So let's say the bases here, let's call it, I don't know, M. So just to have the same base.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. So now we're gonna we'll do log 2, whatever, log, and then we'll do 2 times x plus 2.5?
Yes.
Finally, okay.
So it's gonna be log again with this, because the base here is 2, so the base here is again 2. And now inside we have 2 times x plus 2.5.
Right.
Okay. And now we have what we wanted to have here in purple. We have 1 log on each side with the same base. And now we can say that the things that inside the log are equal. So x plus 1 in parentheses to the power of 2 equals 2 times x plus 2.5.
Oh, you can get rid of the log now? You didn't have to do it on a calculator?
No, so if you remember, we said that the idea is to get to log something equals log something. Once we have the same log here, we can say that the parentheses are equal to each other.
Okay, fine.
So let me give you an example. So let's say we have log with the base of 2 of x equals log with the base of 2 of x plus 2. we have one log here and one log here, and they have the same base, right?
Yeah.
So we know that x equals x.2.
And that's it?
And then you need to solve for, so let's do here 2x.
Got it.
Then you need to solve for x, so you do minus x and then x equals 2. So the idea whenever you have log is to get to the same base. To have one log on one side, one log on the other side with the same base. Then you can say that the things inside the parentheses are equal to each other.
So you're saying that now that we have, what about that first part of the log, which was, oh, the x plus 1 squared equals the 2.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, yeah, all right. So do I need to solve? So how do I solve it?
Okay,
I just write.
Now you have a new equation. This is the equation. How do you solve it? How do you solve that?
Is it the Nuschat Kefel?
Yeah, but we said that if you don't remember it, just do x plus 1 times x plus 1. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah, forget about Nuschat Kefel. Forget about it.
Okay. So it's x plus 1 times x plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll just be 2x plus 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be x bashniya, ועוד x, ועוד x, ועוד 1 equals 2x plus 5. נכון?
Again, x בשנייה.
x בשנייה, ועוד x, ועוד x, ועוד 1.
Exactly.
בסדר.
And that's it. Now it's a משוואה ריבועית. If you want, you can do it, but you know it really well.
I actually learned how to do the trinom finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. But I don't like it at all. But if you want it.
Oh, really?
I think it just can confuse.
Yeah, it could. It's just, I think when I'm like, I know the what's it called, Nuschat HaShorashim, like pretty well. So I think just for studying now, like it's just good to get it done fast.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, do you want to do another one under log?
So basically, then you just do x ועוד x פחות 2x, right? And 1 פחות 5. And then it's just like the Nuschat HaShorashim or whatever.
So x ועוד x is 2x. Minus 2x, it's 0.
Right.
So we have x to the power of 2 minus 4 equals 0.
2 minus 2. Right. Okay, fine. Oh, right. Because that's 0. Oh, you can do that?
Can do what?
So wait, so what is that?
Now it's משוואה ריבועית.
You can have a משוואה ריבועית with a 0 as a b?
Yeah?
Okay.
You can have 0 as a b, 0 as a c.
So what happens if the logs don't have the same base?
So I didn't see that you have it. So
yeah?
I don't think we should do it.
Okay. Definitely not if...
I've never seen it. If you will see it, let me know. I've never seen it, so I don't think we should get into that. It's a little bit more complicated, yeah. I'm
sure. Okay, fine. So really it's just, if there's a number before the log, you can make it the
power.
The power, and then you basically just want to get to a point where you have log with the same base on either side, so that you can like cancel out the log and then just have a regular nuskha.
Exactly.
All right, that's good.
So I think you should go for the log, but if you want, we can try the ma'arichit again. What do you say?
I think I might as well just stick with it.
Okay, so you just need to remember all the other rules. So there is also a rule that says, what did they do here? So if you have log, so everything in green is only rules. If you have log of a minus, not plus, log with the same base, they have to be in the same base. So here, when we had plus, we multiplied the two things in the line. So here, we're going to divide them. So it's going to be log of A over B. That's the other rule.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's another rule that is important to know. So you have this one, and you have, if you can just disable the notification from WhatsApp, just put me out of focus.
So if you have a minus,
yeah.
Where would I have the minus? Between the log, between two logs?
Yeah.
So then I'll divide it.
So all of those three rules in green here are the most important ones to solve this.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, good. So there was something else. Basically, you know, the last, well, there's the chishuvim ochim v'shtachim ve'ishivyonim be'parabolot. That I think I've got.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video of that.
Mm-hmm.
And hadasa analitit. Now the last page, with cheshbon differentiali, mishvat meshik.
Mm-hmm.
So there's three, right? There's mishvat meshik, there's chakirat mishva'ah funksiat polynom, and the funksia rationalit.
Yeah.
So which one would you say I should do? Definitely the meshik. That one I kind of understood.
Mm-hmm.
And then which one's easier, the polynom or the rationalit?
Polynom. Definitely polynom.
Polynom? Okay. Yeah, it's with the tabla, nachon?
Also the rationality is with tabla, but the rationality has another layer of complexity, which we can cover, but it just, the polynom is way more simple. I mean, I hope so. Everything I tell you is like the general rules. They might be it might be a tricky test, and the polynom will be harder than the rationality, but I don't think so.
Right.
So it's only that's what I think.
So maybe I'm going to send you this now, and maybe we can try to do mishvat. Maybe we'll try the mishvat meshik.
Okay.
I mean, because I tried doing the polynom last night, and it took like an hour, the question.
Mm-hmm.
It's like very long.
It's very long, but it's really like everything has the same template, so it's just really technical.
It's very technical. Honestly, like we were trying to figure it out, and it felt like a game. Like it felt like just new rules.
Yeah.
Every.
That's math. It's only new rules.
Yeah.
So you want to do. So I think I have both of them with Pearly. I'm not sure. No, doesn't matter. Let's do 10.
Okay.
So we know f of x equals x to the power of 4 plus 3x. Maybe you want to do it. You want to only focus on the screen, so it will be faster, and then you can see it, watch it again. Whatever works for you. I mean, you're the student here.
Okay. I think the important thing is to to emphasize the questions, like what they're asking me, like, and then to understand, because that's what I forget is like what they're asking. Like I know how to do the things if I understood what they want me to do. So like, yeah.
Do you
like,
know what meshik means?
Yes, it's the point that touches the graph, I think. The yeshar that touches the graph.
Yeah, exactly. So the meshik is the, oh, that was a really bad one. The meshik, come on. Yes. The meshik is the line.
Yeah.
And the point, we call it nekudat hahashaka. So the point of hashaka. Okay?
Yeah.
Is there a chance you will turn off the WhatsApp on your browser?
Yes, sorry.
Thanks.
Wow, that's so annoying.
Okay, so we have the function סעיף א', מעבירים משיק בנקודה x שווה 1. So we have a meshik and it's at the נקודה x equals 1. מצד נקודת ההשקה ואת שיפוע המשיק. Okay, so we need to understand that we have some function. It doesn't matter now how this function looks. Let's say it looks something like that. It doesn't matter. And there is a line that the line is the meshik, okay? All right?
Oh, wait, 1 second. Hold on. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm with you.
So we have a function. It doesn't matter how it looks now. Let's say it looks like that. And we have a line that is meshik to the line, to the graph, to the function. And we know that this point is x equals 1. We don't know the y, but we know x equals 1 according to the question. Does it make sense?
מעבירים משיק בנקודה שבה x שווה 1. Okay, yeah.
So, can you read the question?
Yeah. מצא את נקודת ההשקה ואת שיפוע המשיק.
Okay, so what is נקודת ההשקה?
We need to find the y.
Yeah, how can we find the y?
We plug in the x.
Yeah. So we do f of 1 equals 1 to the power of 4 plus 3 times 1, which is 4. So we know it's 1, 6, 4. Okay?
4. 1, oh, because 1 to the power of 4 is
1 times 1 times 1 times 1.
Oh, okay, fine. So it's 1 plus 3 is 4. Got it. Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah. And now continue reading.
מצא את, לא. ואת שיפוע המשיק.
Yeah.
We need the נוסחה for שיפוע.
So the important thing to know is that שיפוע המשיק is the same, so שיפוע is slope, right? So the slope of the meshik is the same slope of the function on this point, at this point. The slope of the meshik is the same slope of the function at this point. So let's find the slope of the function at this point. How do we find the slope of a function?
Of which function? The one at the top?
We have only one function here, yeah. So in general, how do we find the slope of a function?
There's a nuscha for it.
Actually, I'm not sure that we cover that, but it's called nigzeret.
Oh, okay. So I watched a video of you explaining nigzeret.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
that's what we should do here, because nigzeret is the shipua of the function, slope of the function.
Nigzeret is the shipua of the function. Okay. I thought shipua is a number, not a mishvah.
Okay, correct. So nigzeret is a mishvah to help us finding the slope of the function. Okay. Because the function has, if you can see, the function is not a line, right? It's a curved line. It's not a straight line. So it has different slopes all over the place.
So the nigzeret helps us find the slope.
The nigzeret is a formula to find the slope of the function. Make sense?
So it's a formula that lets us find the slope.
Yes. So now you need to know, in order to do in order to do this part, חלק ג', you need to know how to לגזור.
Ken. So I'm gonna לגזור the original equation, right?
So we write נגזרת equals.
Yeah.
Now a lot of teachers do F tag, they call it tag, F apostrophe, and this is the נגזרת. I hate it because it's really confusing, the F and the F apostrophe. So I just use the word נגזרת.
Okay.
I hope if you use it too, they're not going to take off points.
No, I don't think so.
But I don't think so.
בסדר. So
then, what is the נגזרת?
The nigzeret is going to be 3x to the power of 3.
Almost.
3x.
It's 4x to the power of 3.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Plus?
Plus 3.
Yeah, perfect. Great. So this is now a formula that gives us the slope of the function for each specific point according to x. So now we know to find the slope at point 164, right?
Yeah.
So we plug in 1. So nigzeret of 1 is 4 times 1 to the power of 3 plus 3. And this would be the slope of the function.
Where did the 1 come from?
We want to find the slope of the meshik, right?
Yeah.
The slope of the meshik is the same slope of the function at this point. This point is 164, correct?
Right.
Nigzeret is a formula that gives us the different slopes of the function based on the x we plug in.
So we see that the x is 1 at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
So we just plug in x wherever we see an x.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And this is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay.
Okay, keep reading.
Okay. 1 second, just writing it. Okay, see. Next. So we found, so the shipua is 7. הבנתי, okay.
Yes.
מצא את משוואת המשיק.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember how to find it? In order to find the meshik, we need 2 things. Remember that?
We need x and a y?
No. I mean, yeah, but before that, we need, in order to actually start the question, we need 2 things. So in order to find mishvat meshik, we need 1 point al hayashar, and sorry, this, let me write again. This is a formula, 7. This is a formula for mishvat yashar. So not necessarily a meshik, okay? So the first thing we need to find is nekuda al hayashar. Second thing we need to find is either shipua hayashar, shipua hayashar, or another nekuda. Or?
Right. So you either need 2 nekudot.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's 1 mishva'ah. I mean, it's 1 nuskha.
Exactly.
And if not, then it's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
The y minus y1.
No, you always use the y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. But if so, let's start with it. the נוסחה is y minus y1 equals
Right.
m x
Yeah.
minus x1.
Right.
Now, m is the slope. If you know
Yeah.
the slope, you know m, and then you can just use another nekuda. This nekuda is this x and y.
Yeah, like what we have right now.
Yeah, exactly. But if you don't know the slope, you have to find another nekuda, and then you have a formula to find m, which is the slope. So m, we covered it, is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1.
Oh, that's if you have two nekudot.
Mm-hmm. So what do we have?
The first one you did.
So what is the slope?
7.
And what is the nekuda al hayashar?
1 ו-4.
Yeah. So now plug it in this equation. So tell me what to write. So we know that m is equals 7, and the point that we have is 1.164.
Right. Okay. So then it's just gonna be y minus 4
In
equals 7.
In parentheses, yeah. Equals 7.
And then 7 in parentheses x, and then minus parentheses 1.
Yeah. So this is y minus 4 equals 7x minus 7, right? Then we need to move the 4, so it will be 7x minus 3. And that is it.
Great.
Okay. So now let's do bet.
Right. Okay. This I couldn't do. I didn't know how to do it. All right. דרך נקודה על גרף הפונקציה מעבירים.
Oh, this is the one. Just say this is the one that everybody didn't get last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because okay. So let's see how we do it.
Okay, fine.
Bet.
Chaval to do it if she's probably not going to do something like that.
I have no idea. Maybe she will do it. You just need to learn how to do it. So let me show you.
Yeah.
So דרך נקודה.
על גרף הפונקציה מעבירים משיק היוצר זווית של 135 מעלות עם הכיוון החיובי של ציר ה-X.
Yeah, this is not a nice question at all. Let me try to explain, okay? So if we have axis, so we have x and y. We have x and y, and they say that דרך נקודה על הגרף מעבירים משיק היוצר זווית של 130 מעלות עם הכיוון החיובי. So I'm sorry, this is new things, and I don't know why they put it here, so it's not going to be super clear, but I will do my best, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Zavit means angle, right?
Zavit means angle, yeah.
Yeah, angle. So if you have a line, let's say like that, this is the angle.
Mm-hmm.
An angle is measured by degrees. So when they write 135, this small circle means degrees. This is just the measurement of angles. It doesn't really matter. Now we know, do you know that, so between the two axes, you have 90 degrees. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 90 degrees and half of, so, and then let's say half of 90 is 45, right?
Yeah.
So you have 90 degrees here, you have 90 degrees here. Now, if I have a line that goes like this. And I measure the angle from here to here. Again, I know you've never seen that. I don't know why they put it. So this is 90 degrees here. So we need to measure. This is 90 degrees here. And here you have another 90 degrees, but the line stops after half of it. So it means that we have 90 degrees here, and here we have another 45 degrees. Together is 135 degrees.
Together with what?
So here, if we start measuring, so you measure the, so if I ask, it says that המשיק יוצר זווית 135 מעלות עם הכיוון החיובי של ציר ה-X. It means that between the line, the meshik, and ציר ה-X, you have 135 degrees.
Ah, okay.
How can you know that this is the way it looks? Because this is 90 degrees, and here you have two halves of 90, 1 and 2.
I thought it's because it's like a חיובי. Like
So
it looks like one of those parabolas that are חיובי.
No, so this is 45 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. 90 plus 45 is 135.
Okay.
Okay?
So
it means that
yeah.
the meshik looks like that. Now, I don't know how they want you to actually do it. Just a second, let me think about the right explanation. Just a second. תכף נקודה גרף פונקציה, עוברים משיק, אתה יודע שלך? שפה המשיק. Just a second. I'm not really sure how to do it myself, so give me a second. It's a really weird question.
Well, let's hope she doesn't put it on the test.
Yeah, because I don't know, because the line can be also here. This is also. Then how does she expect you to understand? Just 1 second. I don't know how does she want you to understand it. I will try to explain my understanding of that, and I'm sorry, I have nothing better.
That's fine.
So this is 135 degrees. Okay, you have 90 degrees here, another 45 degrees on the other side. Now, the way of measuring shipua is I don't know. I want to explain it in a simple way, and it's really hard for me. Is to take this line and to, for example, from this point to go here. So okay, how much y do I have here? So in this example, I have here 4y, and here I have 4x, right? Mm-hmm. So y over x is 4 over 4, so the slope is 1. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you take that, because even if you take, even if you take from this point, so it will be 2 over 2, or 1 over 1. It doesn't matter. The important thing is the slope here is actually -1 because it goes down. So maybe just think about it. Just maybe think about it that if it's 135 degrees, the slope is -1. And if it's
That's
45 degrees, the slope is 1. What?
That's a fact, or that's just...
No, that's a fact. I have
like
no
always?
idea. That always, yeah. I have no idea how she wants you to understand it.
Maybe we're supposed to know that.
I don't know. I've never seen. So I've taught few people from your class. I've never seen anything like that. It doesn't mean that she didn't teach that, but I've never seen it.
Like no one's ever brought this לתרגל.
No, nothing close to that. But it doesn't mean that she didn't talk about it. It just means that no one has asked me about it. So
Okay,
anyway,
I could watch you. She did a tigbur like the other day on Wednesday. She might have answered this question. I think she
maybe. But I want to teach you something in general. Okay. So here in Safe Bet, we have some mumbo jumbo, and then they ask us, what is the slope of the meshik, right? And then keep reading the other questions.
מצאת נקודת ההשקה.
And then מצא משוואת המשיק. So if, let's say I give you the shipua, like I gave you now, the shipua is -1, okay? Would you know how to keep solving the other two questions? You should. It might be a little bit difficult, but you should be able to do it.
Right. Well, if I have the funktsia, then why shouldn't I be able to? I'll just plug in the...
So now I told you that if it says 135 degrees, it means the slope is -1. Now, if you see something like that in the test, and you understand that you have no idea how to find the meshik, yeah? You have 1, 2, 3, right? You have if bet, and then you have 1, 2, 3. You have no idea how to find the meshik. You have no idea how to do 1. But if you had 1, you would know how to do 2 and 3. What I would do is I would write down. Do you write in English or in Hebrew on tests? Like on Hebrew. I would write down, אני לא יודע איך למצוא את השיפוע. I have no idea how to find the slope. אני הולך להמשיך את השאלה, שהשיפוע שווה, ואז אני ממציא מספר. So I'm going to say, I have no idea what the slope is. I don't know how to find it, but I'm going to do the rest of the question with slope equals 5. Just pick up a number, 2, 3, doesn't matter. And I would give you all of the points for questions 2 and 3, but not for 1. So that's what I would do. It's a very good strategy for tests.
That's really good. Yeah, I think a lot of times I just kind of give up because I don't know the first seif.
So it doesn't matter. Just tell them, listen, I have no idea what the slope is, but I will continue like the slope is something. Now, just keep in mind, when you do that and then you invent a number, you come up with a number, your results might be really ugly numbers, but just stick with it. Remember that you made up the number and it's fine.
I'm showing them that I know how to do the derech.
Yeah. So now I tell you that the slope is -1 and let's continue.
And then what? Oh, so now just solve it?
Yeah, so you have 1, 2, and 3, right? You have 1, 2, 3. So 1 is -1. Now do 2 and 3.
Right. So to find the shipua, we did the nigzeret, right? Okay, fine. So then the nigzeret was 4x.
Is 4x about 3 plus 3, yeah.
Right. So we'll write nigzeret minus achad.
What? Just tell me what to write specifically.
נגזרת מינוס 1 שווה.
Okay.
4 כפול מינוס 1.
Okay, so now think what you're doing here.
I'm finding the shipua from the nigzeret.
But you know the shipua. What you don't know is the x.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So then it's, what am I trying to find?
You're trying to find the נקודת ההשקה, meaning the x.
So, נקודת ההשקה means the x or y?
The x. I mean, you have to find x and y, but from the nigzeret you can find only x.
ההשקה. Right. Okay, fine. So then I'm plugging the -1 into the x. So it'll be 4 nigzeret -1 will be.
No, again, that is you've just done the same mistake. You know the slope. What you don't know is the x. You know the shipur.
So I'm not using the nigzeret.
You do use it. So you have this nigzeret equals 4x3 plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? I don't remember. Yeah.
That's the nigzeret.
Now you know that the slope is -1. What you don't know is the x. So instead of nigzeret, put -1. And then solve x.
Ah. Okay, so my question is in Aleph, like the Aleph number 1, same question, matzat nekudat hashaka, right?
Okay, so I understand. Yeah, okay, sorry, continue.
So what did we do there? We had the function, and they gave us a nekuda, which was f1.
Yeah.
And so we put, instead of the x's, we put a 1.
True.
So this feels like it's something different.
Yes, because here they ask
we don't know what
they ask you what is the x before they gave you the x. Here they ask you what is the x.
We're looking for a different variable.
Exactly.
Okay, Avanti, now I get it. Right. So we're gonna use what we do have, which is -1 equals 4x to the power of 3 plus 3. Okay. And now do we just solve?
We have an equation. What do? We want to leave x alone.
So we'll do 4x בשלישית שווה 4.
Almost.
It's 3 plus 1, no?
What? So what did you do?
We want to לבודד at x.
Yeah.
So do we have to make it a nigzeret?
No, just you want to leave x alone. So now x has this 3 next to him, next to it. How can we?
So we have to להעביר אגפים.
Yeah. How do we do it?
So it's just going to be 3 plus 1.
How do you move? איך מעבירים את זה אגף? How do you move this 3 to the other side?
סימן.
Yeah, so siman here is plus.
Oh, I was just thinking of doing it the other way around. That 4.
If it's the other way around, it should be -4.
Right. Okay. So then, okay, fine. So then it'll be 3 minus 1.
No, it's going to be -1 minus 3.
3 plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And now?
Okay. לחלק ל-4.
Yeah, so x to the power of 3 equals
1
almost.
מינוס 1.
Yes. And what is x?
x is מינוס 1.
Do you know how to use the calculator to do the third root of something?
No.
So look at the calculator. Can you locate this drawing? It's like a small x and square. This is above the buttons, so it's in yellow.
Yeah, I see like square root and x. Yeah, I mean it's the power, right?
It's not the power. This is the, so square root is just the root with the 2. Just you never write the 2. So let me go one step back. Here we need to do x equals the third root of -1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do it in the calculator? Have you find this?
Yeah, I found that.
So how do you do it? You press shift and then you press the button underneath that. Did it work?
Yeah.
Now clear the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you want to do the third square of -1, you do 3 and then this sign and then -1 in the calculator and then you press equal.
So first you do 3 and then shift?
You do 3, shift this button to make this image and then -1.
Came out -1.
Yeah, it's -1 because x to the power of 3 is x times x times x. So what number that you will multiply by itself 3 times, you will get -1. -1.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the answer.
Okay.
Now we need to find Mishvat HaMashik. And we have the slope, which is -1. And we have the point, which is, we know that the x of the point is -1, but we don't know the y. How can we find the y?
We plug in the x.
Yeah. So f of -1 is -1 to the power of 4 plus 3 times -1, which is 1 minus 3 minus 2.
So how do you know when you're supposed to use the nigzeret and when you're not?
Yeah, that's the big question. You use the nigzeret whenever you want to find the point that relates to the slope. So no, sorry, that wasn't there right here. If you want to find the point itself, so let's say the y, you always use if you want to use the y, if you want to find the y of a point, you always have to use the equation itself. But if you want to find the slope, you need to use the nigzeret, because here we know that the slope is -1.
Oh, okay.
So the only
if I need to find the slope, then I use the nigzeret.
Yeah. So your question was, when do I plug in x in the nigzeret like we did here? And the answer is whenever you want to find the slope for x, not the y for x, the slope for x. I know it's confusing, I know.
The y for x, the slope for x.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you have a point and you have a slope and you already know how to do Mishvat Yashar.
Yeah. For x. Okay.
I really believe you know enough, so just keep it calm.
Trying.
Think about what I said. If you don't know something, just tell them, I have no idea. I'm going to assume that it equals 2 and continue.
Okay. I will.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I hope it goes well. If
I hope
not,
so too.
I'll see you next semester.
I hope not. I mean, I hope not.
Right. Yeah.
We can talk not about math if you want to, but I hope I won't see you
Exactly.
with math
Okay, so we'll
subjects.
see how it goes, and thank you so much for all the help.
Oh, you're very welcome. And
Okay,
I'm
fine. I'll
waiting
let you
for,
know how it goes.
yeah, but I'm also waiting for questions today and tomorrow. So do it.
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah. You'll probably be getting lots of those. I think
yeah,
me and
and
Pearlie are meeting up later.
yeah, she told me that you're gonna study tomorrow also, maybe together.
Yeah.
So feel
Basically
free.
every waking minute until Sunday morning,
Perfect.
except Shabbat.
Yeah, except Shabbat. By the way, you can always
But
study in Shabbat without writing. I think so.
right.
You can do
Right.
that. That's what I would do. I don't want to interrupt your Shabbat, but that's what I